Hi everybody, welcome back to another segment of our virtual tour here at CARE. So we're going to start off with, I see her, I don't know if, well, she just peeked around the corner. So this little lady, I'm going to introduce you here in a second. She loves to play hide and seek, like it's her favorite thing. So I know as soon as I go over there, she's gonna like try to get me to chase her around. So we'll see if she will stay still long enough for us to say hi. Let's see, where is she? Oh, I see her. She's over there. I see you. I see you. So this is Bobbie. Bobbie is, hi. Hi, ma'am. And she's very excited because her little tail is quivering. So Bobbie is a bobcat. And bobcats, they got their name from that short bobbed, see, their short bobtail. See, this is what she's gonna do. She's gonna make me follow her around. So we're gonna go over here. So maybe she will come to us when she realizes that I am not gonna chase her all day. So anyway, bobcats, they have that short bob tail. And Bobbie here, those other little noises that you hear, little trilling and chirps in the background, those are two other bobcats that we will meet at another time. Whoa, there she goes. She's up there on her thing. So Bobbie came to us, she was a former pet. So a family, hi pretty girl, was given Bobbie, or they had Bobbie given to them after her mother had been shot. And they raised her in their house, and she lived with their domestic pets. And then when she was about 2 years old, the mother of the family had a baby, and they didn't want the bobcat around the baby. Yeah, no bobcats around a baby. And so they built her a little enclosure outside, and she was there for 2 years. And they contacted us finally because they just felt like, oh. You always have to pause for the lion roars. So that was Kiara. You guys haven't met her yet. We'll meet her a little later on. But she was over there talking. So, and there goes Bobbie. So anyway, they just felt like they couldn't really provide her with what she needed. So they asked us if we could take her in, and we did. And it turns out Bobbie is just about the sweetest bobcat in the entire universe. Bobcats are not typically known to be super sweet. They are feisty, typically kind of shy. So Bobbie is a little bit different than most bobcats, and we love her very, very, very much. She is precious. Okay, well, I'm not going to play hide and seek with her all day, so we're going to move on. Bye, Bobbie. We love you. I don't know where she went. Just kidding. Just wanted to get one more shot of her because she's real cute. Okay, bye, Bobbie. All right. Hi, Wren. This pretty girl, her name is Wren. Sometimes called Wren Pen. And she's absolutely gorgeous. And she's a really friendly girl. I'm actually shocked that I got over here and am able to video her without her jumping down and coming over and saying hi. But I'm glad she's not, because it's much easier to video her like this. So Wren is about 7 or 8 years old, and we got her about 1.5 years ago, around Christmas in 2018, or actually around Thanksgiving, I think. And she came with 4 other cats from a private owner that also had a traveling kind of zoo. And he was shutting down his business. And so he contacted us to see if we could take in 5 of his cats. So it was Wren, a lioness Kiara, a tiger named Munchie, a lynx named Malika, and oh my gosh, I'm forgetting one. I can't believe I'm forgetting. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. But yeah, so we took them in. Wren here had a really difficult time. She had never loaded into a transport cage before. She'd never been moved anywhere. These animals get really accustomed to their environment. They're really creatures of habit, and so being taken out of the environment that she had been used to for 6 years was really stressful for her. And when she got here, she was just terrified. You can go to our YouTube or our website and see videos of the day that she and the others arrived. And you can see how stressed she was. She did not want to get out of her transport cage and go into the enclosure. Once we got her into the enclosure, she didn't want to move out of the corner. Once we got her out of the corner, she didn't want to move from the lockdown area. Once we got her out, she found another corner that she didn't want to get out of. We were really, really worried about her because she was just super, super stressed. But she adjusted so quickly. It was just amazing. And her she is so cute. Her personality just bloomed. And she has just become one of the friendliest, most relaxed cats. I mean, she is just absolutely wonderful and very, very, very happy. She does get a little possessive of toys, so we give a lot of the cats piñatas. Another big yawn. She's sleepy. And Kiara's talking again. Is that Kiara? Yeah. But anyway, so we give some of the cats piñatas. We put chicken, raw chicken drumsticks into piñatas and give it to them. And as soon as she gets a toy, as soon as she gets a piñata, she heads into her little house there and rips it apart. She destroys it pretty quick. But she has some of the prettiest coloring. She looks like a watercolor. entertaining sometimes. Hi, pretty girl. But we just love her. And she's just sniffing the air. How beautiful. All right, we'll see you later, Wren. Looks like you need a nap. Hey, handsome. Hi, handsome. You just wake up? Oh, you're going back to sleep. Okay. I just want to get close up of that paw. The paw is just massive. So this guy, this is Solano. Solano's one of our older guys. I think he's 17 or 18. He's a big boy. And I'm gonna see if I can get, oh, hi. So I wanna get, hi. Oh, goodness. Hi, mister. Ah, stretch. Hi. Yeah? What's up? What's going on? Yeah? Wow. What else? Anything else going on? That too? Wow. Huh, interesting. So you may have noticed something a little bit different about Solano. Actually, two things different about Solano. Number one, he's white. He is a white tiger. A lot of people have the misconception that white tigers are snow tigers or Siberian tigers, so they can blend in with the snow, and that is not true. White tigers naturally occur within the Bengal subspecies. Yeah, so I just moved spots. Oh my gosh. He's just rubbing up against the camera. The fence. Excuse me. I'm trying to do things over here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, we've moved yet again. And this is not the best angle, but we're gonna go with it. So, white tigers. So white tigers, again, they used to exist naturally in the wild. It's caused by a recessive gene. Both the mother and the father have to have that gene in order to produce white tigers, white cubs. So it's really rare, but it did happen. And the royalty in India would see white tigers as a sign of power and prestige. So they would have them hunted either to be killed and their furs, their pelts to be brought back, or to be captured alive and kept in their private zoos. So essentially what happened is that they did this so often. Every time that someone spotted a white tiger, it would be killed or captured, and they basically hunted that gene out of existence in the wild, because they would capture or kill these animals and they weren't reproducing anymore. So the gene basically disappeared from the wild population. The last white tiger that was found in India was in the 1950s, and his name was Mohan, and he was used, it's a very long story. It is definitely worth researching. I'm not going to tell the whole story right now, but he was used to basically breed
and produce white cubs for zoos in America. So most white tigers, if not all white tigers that are kept in captivity in America, can trace their heritage back to Mohan and a few others. Unfortunately, what happened due to this is a lot of instances of inbreeding. So inbreeding related tigers to each other to ensure that they both had that gene and could produce white cubs. And that led to a lot of problems with white tigers. And Solano certainly was not untouched by that. So one of the things that happened to him that is very common in white tigers is that, trying to get a different view here, is that he was born with crossed eyes, and that really affected his ability to see. And he actually used to live with several other tigers and had to be removed from the group because his bad eyesight caused him to be scared and lash out and become aggressive. And so that was a big problem for him. About 5 or 6 years ago, I can't remember exactly now, but a while ago, another common thing happened that has happened to several other white tigers here. We noticed a tumor around his eye, and it turned out to be skin cancer, melanoma. And our vet went to remove it and found out that the tumor had grown around and behind his eye and was threatening the eye itself. So in order to keep the cancer from growing, he decided to remove the entire eye. And as awful as that sounds, Solano has actually been better off since that surgery. He can see better, even missing an eye, because he's not dealing with being cross-eyed and those eyes competing against one another. Obviously, he can't see on that side that is missing the eye, but his eye that's left, he can see much better, and he's a much happier guy. And the recovery wasn't too bad for him. And of course, since then, and it's been 5 or 6 years since then, we haven't seen any of the cancer coming back. So all in all, it worked out pretty good, and now he is a pirate. He's a one-eyed pirate tiger. But yeah, he's pretty awesome. We love Solano. He's kind of a goofball, and as you heard earlier, he makes some interesting sounds. He's very talkative. He sounds like a cow. He moos. So he's definitely a favorite around here. He's just a goofy guy. But that's it. He's going to take a nap, so we're going to move on. All right, this is going to be our last stop for today. So if you remember, hi Ben. In our first segment, we introduced you to Bindi, the coati. This is her inside area because it's been kind of cold and rainy, so she's inside. And I didn't introduce you to her roommate. So this is Bellini, and she is our special needs chicken. So we have chickens here. I'll introduce them later on in another segment, but Bellini didn't develop like the rest of the chickens, so she needs special care. So she lives in the vet center, and she can come and go in this. The bars of this gate are big enough for her to get in and out of, and she actually chose to go in with Bindi here and be her roommate. And they coexist very peacefully, and they cuddle up together and they just hang out. It's very weird, but it works. They get along. Right, Ben? Bindi just knocked all of her breakfast out of her plate. Gross. But yeah, Bindi and Bellini. Odd couple. All right, that's it. That's her scrambled eggs breakfast that she gets every day. Hey, Bellini. What you doing? Okay, that's it for today. You guys subscribe to the channel so you get updates when we have a new segment. Bindi likes to roll her food around on the ground before she eats it. It's very, I don't know why. She just does that with her nose. Check out our website, learn more about the animals that you met today, and follow our social media so you can stay up to date with what's going on. All right, let's say goodbye to Bindi and Bellini. Bye, guys. Bye.